Hello and welcome
Hey, what's
to
going
an
on?
episode of DrawBomb.
That's right, and it's not any normal episode.
No, this isn't a normal episode.
It's kind of like a normal episode. It's just there's a slight difference, I guess.
It's like a normal episode, except that it's different.
It's different a little bit, but otherwise it's pretty much the same, except for that difference.
How's it different?
Feeling pretty good. I'm a little drunk. I think that helps.
Well, that's not the different part. That's usually the case, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty drunk most of the time, anyways. Or something,
Well,
take a little hit from the
crack pipe.
I do a lot of crack.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't these days?
I mean, with this economy,
with this political climate.
Yeah, with this regular climate.
Yeah. Well, this irregular climate.
That's more like it. Except less like what I want, but more like what it is.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Yeah. I forgot what we were talking about.
I was asking you what's different about this episode.
Oh, I'm in Michigan.
You're in Michigan.
Am I allowed to say where you're at, actually? Is that...
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you already said that.
I did, yeah. Well, but, that's where you are normally.
That's the crazy part, is that I too am in Michigan.
Yeah, and I'm normally not in Michigan.
You're in Michigan, I'm in Michigan. Everybody who matters is here.
In Michigan. Yeah, if you're not in Michigan, get the fuck out.
We got Dust Kitty in the chat.
Dust Kitty, you can be in. You don't gotta get the fuck out. Like, you can stay here. But hey, Dust Kitty, how's it going?
There's a person who knows how to spell Michigan.
That's true. It's not Dust Kitty apparently, but it's someone's in here.
What?
They're in Wisconsin.
Oh wow! Send me some cheese.
Some cheese.
I'm sure you love hearing about everybody just referencing that one detail of the place you live.
Is Wisconsin known for their cheese? I actually have never heard that.
They are.
Interesting. Is that? I guess as you get more Midwest, you start to hear more about the actual Midwest states, because we don't talk about Wisconsin a whole lot out in Philadelphia.
No, actually it's a taboo to talk about Wisconsin. We're supposed to pretend like they don't exist.
When we talk about that 70s show out in Philadelphia, we don't talk about where the show is at. We're just like, it's a show, and its location is the 70s.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually going to draw...
We're using a reference. I think I'm actually going to draw it in the same clothes.
The exact same clothes. Alright. Dust Kitty says, TBH, which stands for to be honest, I'm not much of a cheese person. I really only eat Swiss cheese.
Well, you could almost say that you're like, a connoisseur, because Swiss cheese, I feel like, is one of the more, not really an entry-level cheese.
No, it's
it's good, but it's got some bitterness. I love me some Swiss cheese, but I would say, for people that don't like cheese, they would not go for the Swiss.
Yeah, they wouldn't do the Swiss. I have a story where, as a kid, I was like 6 or something like that. My mom came home from the grocery store. She was like, "Look I got Swiss cheese. It's got holes in it, like you see in the cartoons."
And you're like, fun, like a mouse eats.
Yeah, and my brother had some, and he was just like, "No."
Yeah.
So he didn't like
it. It would
it.
anger me as a child.
And then I had some, and I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about, bro. It's good." And then I threw up. Threw up 2 seconds.
Were you lying, or did you just?
At this point,
did your stomach? You don't know.
I think I just wanted to poo-poo on my brother.
Yeah.
And then I just kept going for it, and then I
That's fair.
was not able to handle the bit I was setting up for myself.
I remember one time as a child, my mom had coffee creamer in the fridge, and I thought it was chocolate milk, and I took a big swig and blasted it, I did a spit take across the whole kitchen.
That's hilarious. You're like,
yeah, I was like, hell yeah, chocolate milk, and then.
That's hilarious. Oh man, I wish. Well, I'm glad I didn't do that actually, but throwing up.
I mean, you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, some people throwing up is their thing, not gonna yuck their yum, but I don't know if throwing up would be somebody's yum, I guess.
No, that's always a yuck.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole thing is the definition of a yuck, I think.
I think so. Yeah, actually, you yuck, and that's.
You go yuck.
Yuck. Dusky says, but you could argue that Parmesan cheese isn't an entry-level cheese because it's also a bit more bitter, but people love that. I do love me some Parmesan.
You're right. Here's my theory.
Okay.
Most people, when they have Parmesan, I would say the average schlub that's slugging down at like a cup of Parmesan,
You're just
it's
drinking
ground up, so it gets soaked into the whatever they're eating, the spaghetti or
yeah, it's part of the sauce or something.
yeah.
Like that.
So they're not experiencing full Parmesan.
Have you ever drank a cup of Parmesan?
You mean today or?
Just in general.
Oh no, I mean yes.
Wait, you've...
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, because I'm thinking we can make that happen this week. I mean,
We can make it happen now.
the world...
There's Parmesan in this house, and we're in the same place for the first time.
Holy shit.
Well, not for the first time, but for the first time live.
Oh man, we gotta do some like in the same rooms antics.
Crazy shit. Except we don't have like a camera set up, so like.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Here,
help.
how about this? Oh, here we go. Here's a cup of Parmesan. I brought it into the room.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate
All right,
it. Okay.
you gonna eat the whole thing?
Yeah.
All right.
Cheers to the Parmesan. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like clink.
All right. Yeah.
Wait,
I
actually.
can hear a clink noise.
Yeah.
That proves that we're in the same place.
That's right.
Now no one can dispute it. All right, so now
I drank that Parmesan.
how was it?
You know, it tastes a lot like beer. That's the bitter taste, I think.
Yeah.
And I would prefer this either in a meatball sub or in some pasta.
Well, I have a Subway next door.
That's true, you do. You have like a Taco Bell around the corner or something like that, or
Yeah. No, I actually don't. But that would. I said yeah, like right away. I was just expecting. But no, it's a good thing I don't, because that's the one fast food that I don't have control over.
Is the Taco Bell like?
Yeah, I have a McDonald's across the street, and I never go there.
That's what I was thinking of.
I never go there, but if I had a Taco Bell across the street, I would weigh 100 pounds more than I do.
I mean, when I was living right across the street from a KFC, that is 100%.
How many famous bowls did you eat per day?
Dude, it wasn't the bowls; it was the buckets that I ate.
You went full bucket. That's even worse.
You seen how I eat this week, man? Like,
Yeah, a bowl is
the bowl is
less than
baby
a bucket.
talk for me, you know. Baby town frolics.
A bucket is an adult bowl.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is. Is it a butt string I see you drawing? No, we're trying to. So I guess the handlebar is attached to the seat.
It goes right into the other guy's butt.
Yeah, it does.
A butt string.
A butt. It is kind of a butt string.
I think the back handlebars don't do anything
Really? What the fuck?
on a tandem bike.
I would hope so. I mean, that would make no sense to have.
If it did something and you had to agree to make the bike work, there'd be a lot of crashes.
That's like how Death Road to Canada, we almost like fucked each other sometimes.
Yeah.
Is like being able to do both, like.
So, the handle in the back is literally just for staying on.
Staying stabilized. Stabilize.
You know, this isn't a perfect rendition of
That's
one
our
of these bikes, but as any artist watching this may know, bikes are a terrible thing to draw.
There are. I have a 3D model downloaded in Clip Studio Paint specifically for when I want to do some journal comics about my life riding bikes. I might call it that, life riding bikes.
I can't wait to read those.
It's mostly going to be me complaining about the stupid traffic people who are just like, you fucking dickhead, get into the bike lane. There is a bike lane! It's the whole road!
That's the only reason there is a bike lane, right? It's for bikes.
Well, you would
It has
think.
bike in the title.
Motherfuckers drive on the bike lane like it's a lane, though. It's annoying.
People are annoying.
It'd be funny if you were skateboarding and it had a string attached to Brandon. Like he's like oh,
I'm riding a normal bike, you're getting pulled behind.
Oh, like in the Napoleon Dynamite, right?
Yeah, I believe they did that now.
Yeah, like he rides like the car and then he's got.
He was in rollerblades though.
Yeah, and then he had the bike. That would actually, yeah. Although we did do a bike, we did
I
a
already drew a
skateboard.
tandem bike.
You did already draw the. You're doing a solid job with that. That's like way better than I would be able to do.
Oh, well, thanks.
But we did draw a skateboard drawing. Was that last week?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. That's right. When we had like a record viewer count. Should I do the same pose like that guy's doing in the thing?
You can do whatever. I changed mine up a little bit.
Yeah, no need to steal the Google photo directly. Oh no, he can draw hands. The world is doomed. Brandon, you've doomed us. That's what Duskity says.
You know, it's not a great hand.
It's a hand though, you know?
True. I will agree with that. It is definitely a hand.
Do you know, did I ever tell you about how I used to teach myself how to draw hands?
No.
It didn't work out very well because I'm still not very great at drawing hands, but the old Sonic comics from back in the day used to have like they draw the hedgehogs, they draw the shoes very detailed, and then the hands would be like these like weird like
Bubble.
not even like they were like
Mickey
super
Mouse hands?
detailed,
Oh, really?
like knuckly.
Well, one of the characters is named Knuckles.
That
so
is
it
true.
only
They
makes
had
sense.
but his hand was more bubbly because he had the big poofy gloves with the spikes on them. But Sonic's hands were like gloves, and then like the hand would be like drawing the veins and like all like it was like ridiculous how detailed those hands
I
were.
have to adjust this ring finger because Dust Kitty's criticizing it now, and I'm feeling self-conscious.
How could you?
How
Why?
dare you.
Do you even know how long it took for me to get him to learn to draw ring fingers? Okay, he's broken down now.
He's the best I can.
Oh my gosh, do you see what he's done to him?
Doing the best I can.
How could you? God damn it. This is gonna take weeks to repair. We finally got him out of the house.
I'm going back to bed.
Oh man, you hear that?
Back to bed.
Going back to bed now, okay? Shriveled middle finger. Get out of here, okay? Don't be telling him how his fingers are supposed to look.
Alright, here's what happens now.
Oh, look what you've done.
Here's what happens.
He's gonna flip him off.
That would be funny, but no.
By the way, I'm kidding, Dust Kitty. Thank you for participating in the chat today and every day, pretty much. We really
Yeah, thanks
appreciate it.
for being #1 fan.
#1 fan. Oh, they said, I'm sad. You had a really good thumb, though.
Not anymore. It's gone.
Is it a hook hand?
It is.
Incredible.
It's gonna criticize my hook.
That's right. The hook's a little shriveled looking.
You know, it's been through a lot.
Been
It's
through a
expensive to replace your hook once it gets wore down from everyday use.
Me hooks. These prosthetics be...
me mateys.
They be costing me an arm and a leg.
Arr.
That's a prosthetics joke that I'm sure somebody's used.
Shit, I need to make one adjustment with my tablet real quick.
I just decided my Bob's gonna be wearing a tuxedo for no reason.
Give me a second.
Take your time.
I have the touch on and I keep like dragging the screen by accident. I got a new computer and I haven't set it up completely, so.
His new computer is so fast, everybody. And by everybody, probably just us kidding. But his new computer is so fast. It's like we were testing some stuff out
It
on
goes
it.
100 miles an hour.
They go like when he's going 100 miles an hour in Forza, he's going at least 100 miles an hour in real life too. Like shit's fast. Dust Kitty says, "Sorry, I haven't been around in a while. Been doing college stuff. Oh my god,
We totally understand. Me and Ian here, like, we hang out and talk a lot now, but like when we were both like going through the thick of college, and unfortunately we did it like didn't go at the same time.
Yeah.
So there was a good chunk of like
at least
5 years where we were just like could never hardly ever talk because we were busy with college stuff. We understand it eats up literally all your time.
Yep, and
Then we get to call your mom. There's no time for anything.
There's no, like, even the teachers know. The teachers are just like, hey, I know you're all, like, inundated with work right now, but here's another PowerPoint I need you to put together for my grade. And, like, my teachers would be mad because I'd skip classes to get caught up on homework for, like, other things. And they'd be like, oh, are you feeling better? And I'm like, I wasn't sick. I was getting caught up on work. And they'd be like, oh, don't skip my class to do work. And I'm like, you don't understand. Yours was, like, the next in line.
Don't take it personally.
I've skipped every class to do some work.
Don't take it personally.
Dusky says, there's only no time if you let yourself have no time. I've had mixed results with that mindset.
Yeah, I get that, but also like the number of all-nighters I pulled in college, like I literally had no time. Like I was working, like I'd go to school all day, go to work afterwards, stay up all night working on stuff, and then like never sleep, never talk to anybody besides like people I was going to school with.
Yeah, I think it's less so about how like your mindset and more so about how good are you at scheduling your classes like that.
Right. Yeah. I think I like spread myself too thin.
Oh, me too. Well, the thing is, like, my first year, I was like, oh, I only gotta do like 8 credits to get through the year. Brilliant! Even though like I would have to have so and so amount of credits to graduate, like I didn't put that together in my freshman year. So
I was paying for a lot of school while I was going, so I crushed all my school days into 1 or 2 days.
Oh, Jesus.
So I would go from like 8 a.m. to like 9 p.m.
Jesus.
Just so I could work the rest of the week every day.
I mean, that's kind of the better way to do it.
I mean, it sucked, but I just had to do it that way. It was just all I could do.
Kind of
But it just like there was nothing besides school and work.
Yeah, that's
in
like
my life at that point.
That's I think the funniest aspect about that episode of Community where they do the paintball
Yeah.
fights. It's like
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, like this.
I actually went to community college for a while, so like I
You know
also
how it
get
goes.
that even more.
Just like the priority scheduling would be something that would like when they were in the writers' room, they were like, what would make everyone destroy the school?
Yeah.
Uh, priority scheduling is the only answer that I think actually fits. It's the perfect answer.
He has 5 labs every semester, so they like are on the same page. It's like kind of the same.
Yeah.
That seems like a lot too. I'm not trying to say that I did more than you by any means. I just personally, there wasn't enough hours in the day for everything I had.
Never enough hours in the day, and Duskity, my heart goes out to you.
Yeah.
I wish you the best of luck with all that shit.
You'll make it through.
If you get, I mean, look, no judgment either way. Like you'll probably make it through. I mean, you sound like you're doing fine with it, honestly. Like you sound like you've got your handle on things.
Yeah.
But if you ever find yourself struggling, or having a hard time with the amount of work, just know, me too. Like
Yeah, it's okay
ran
to struggle. That doesn't mean that you're like failing.
yeah, college really
because it's hard.
Yeah, college kind of like really set up the idea in me that like because I couldn't keep up with the work adequately enough, like that was a failure on my end. But really, it was just like college was fucking insane and just constantly like requiring just a crazy amount of demand. It could be a lot sometimes. So
No, there's a lot of good parts too, but
Oh, yeah.
but it's just it's hard. But I beat it. You'll beat it.
Yeah.
We all beat it.
we all get there. Duskity says they say not to do it, but they do it anyways. Because they just want to get the stupid piece of paper and leave. And I feel
Yeah.
you there. Just get that paper.
No, exactly. That's why I like crushed everything into like as few days as possible. It like killed me, but it was just like, all right, I want to get in and out of that place.
Yeah, get that diploma.
Not that I like was like miserable there, but like it's just
Yeah.
I don't need to be spending every day there. Like some people like have like a class a day and they're there every day.
Yeah.
It's just like I have other things I have to do besides school.
100%. And like life.
Yeah.
And all that stuff.
Duskity says college is actually a breeze for them, so like you got it down. You got this down. Even you're taking a lot of labs and you're killing it. That's awesome.
Sounds to me like you came in much more prepared.
Yep. That's what I was just thinking. Like, okay, well,
I was
this
very
person,
prepared.
This person knows what they're doing more than I did. But
Yeah. When I went to school, I went right out of college. I went to college right out of high school, and when I finished high school, I was like done mentally with the concept of school.
yeah.
Like I was just like, what? I go to a place, I do a bunch of work for no pay, and like motherfuckers be like, it sucks. That was a waste of time. And you're like, okay, thanks. And I was done with that, and I was done with the whole idea of it. And then I decided to follow that up by immediately going to something the same thing, but like 5 times harder. And so like I just fucked off in a lot of college, and I could have been a lot better. I could have done it a lot better, but I didn't because I just wasn't mature enough as a person.
Yeah. I went pretty hard in college, but I also waited. It was a while after I graduated high school before I went.
I think that's the better way to do it. I should like Duskity's saying that they did a gap year.
Yeah.
And I wish I had done a gap.
Everybody's different, Some people go right after and kill it.
Yeah.
I just personally was like, I just wasn't feeling it right after I graduated high school. And I know that if I would have gone right after high school, I probably would have, like you did, like just not really been into it.
Yeah.
And just been kind of trying to like check the boxes and get out of there.
Exactly.
I did community college after high school. Got my associates there for cheap, and also like it like knocked out all the classes that were like the stuff I wasn't
Right, you could go to like.
focused in. I did all my like basics.
I wish I'd kind of done that too, like gotten some credits at the community college and
Yeah.
then moved on up to my actual college. for
There's some
probably
good
cheaper.
community colleges back where I grew up.
I
Like some of the best in Michigan, so that was pretty nice. I just kind of did it that way, and it was nice. And there's some actually good art classes at that community college too. They had a
Nice.
pretty good program for it, so it was nice.
That's good. I wish I had kind of done the community college route for a little bit at first, but I literally just like when I went to college, I was like, "Where's my brother going? He's going for the same shit I'm going for." All right, like I didn't even like want to think about the application process. I just sort of autopiloted everything, and
Yeah.
that wasn't necessarily the best move, but
Right, but
yeah. But I made it through in 4 years only. So I did it.
It's nice.
I almost went crazy the 1 year, but holy shit. But I did it, and
Cool.
I'm out. And Duskity, you're taking a gap year because you weren't ready, and I think that was smart. And
Yeah, that is smart. A lot of people want to just like, they feel like. I remember when I did take a break, I had like adults and like previous teachers coming up to me and being like, "Don't do that. If you do that, you're never gonna go back." Blah blah blah. I'm just like, I know what I'm gonna do. Like, I just need a break. Like I'm not ready for this yet.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's like don't always. I feel like it's very easy to like feel.
Was that Theo?
Probably. I feel like it's very easy for yourself to be like, feel like you're doing something wrong because someone older than you is telling you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's criticizing again. Says you're struggling with that wheel.
I am really struggling. Well, okay, so can
Ian
I say,
is drawing on on a laptop that he brought with him. He doesn't
Yeah.
have his normal tools.
This is not the first episode I've done
Not that
on
my
this
wheel's
tablet.
much better, and I have a Cintiq.
Well,
Yours is more round.
this is the 5th wheel I've drawn.
Oh.
But I will. Can I complain about something? And I hope Austin's not in the stream today, even though he has been a frequent guest. But when I first got this tablet, I spent a decent amount of money on it. The pen was $100, and the pen I think is still $100. And can I show you something real quick? Like, since we're in person, do you see how it bends? The tip bends.
Yeah.
So they're used to, when I first.
Do you have other nibs?
I don't. Well, what happened was when I first got this pen, there's a plastic piece that holds it in place, and like that way, when you press the pressure down, it like senses it. So then I got this tablet, and the weekend after I got it, I went to visit Austin in New York, and I showed him the tablet because he had helped me purchase it. So he like kind of gave me some suggestions on like what to buy and stuff like that. And there's nothing against Austin. He's he's one of my best friends. He's in Chicago now. We're gonna visit him on probably Saturday. But I let Austin try out the tablet, and then I went to the bathroom. And then when I came back, he had taken like one of my comics and like drawn dicks all over it. Like, it's a comic.
As a friend does.
Yeah, we do that all the time. We do that with like each other's sketchbooks and things. Like, it's like a high school since middle school joke, because we would draw dicks on each other's drawings.
Yeah.
So I come back and like he's like, I was like, hey, test out my tablet while I'm going to the bathroom. And he's like, all right, cool. And he draws dicks on everything. And then I come back and he's like drawing dicks on everything, but he's like, I don't think he knew how the pen worked exactly. So he had pressed down on it so hard it broke the plastic that like held the nib in place.
No.
So like this pen is a little floppy and flimsy, more so than I'd like it. So I use it for like sketches and stuff like that, but I don't like to use it for like anything finalized because it's hard to get a real solid.
Can you just buy a new nib?
No, it's like
Because like
it's like part
most
of the
of the
pen.
other. Oh yeah.
Like the plastic part is like the part that like kept, like the nib is fine. It's the plastic that held the nib in place that kept your stability. So like
You need a new pen.
I need a new pen, but it's like
$100.
it's $100. I don't want to fucking.
Right.
I don't want to do that. And like I haven't told Austin that because I don't want him to feel bad that he like.
Yeah.
He did that.
Well, he's listening now. He knows.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, he's not using a mouse. He has like a touchscreen
Tablet thingy.
like
Microsoft Surface.
laptop. Yeah, the Surface Pro.
Surface
It's
Pro
not
6.
quite up to the level of some other things, but it's nice.
Yeah, it does a good job. It's just when the fucking pen is broken.
It doesn't work as good.
Yeah.
When your friend breaks your tablet, it doesn't work as good.
That feel when your friend breaks your tablet.
What kind of tablet did you get, Dusky?
Yeah, let us know. Sound off in the chat. Sound off in Lois. I haven't said anything yet. Well, we'll keep talking. But this drawing is just about finished.
Yeah.
I really did struggle with that wheel. That wheel was hard as shit.
Bikes are hard. Like when I suggested like maybe we'll draw ourselves on a tandem bike since we're in the same place for the first time since we've done DrawBomb.
Yeah.
I was like, well, actually, maybe we shouldn't because bikes suck. And then we're like, nah, we'll do it.
Yeah, I had the same thought, but I was like, it's a funny joke. Like, we should absolutely do the bike thing. But, they got the X Pen Deco Pro. Deco? Deco?
How do you like it?
The medium version. Yeah, how do you like it, Duska?
I like that there are more, like,
Options.
there are other good tablets out there. Like when I got into the game, there was only
Wacom.
Wacom and the kind of
Nova
Pivot,
came out eventually.
you know, and I bought a knockoff like about 6 years ago or so, and I used it a lot, but it kind of sucked.
Yeah, it broke down eventually.
And now I actually have a Cintiq finally for the first time, but I know that that's not the only option. Like,
yeah.
there's people doing like amazing work with just like iPads and all sorts of shit. And,
Mhm.
like, I like that there's other things. It's
Finally.
Stupid when there's only one person that runs the game.
I agree, and like it means that they can overprice it. Like I think there was a price drop in the Cintiqs recently because of all the competition they've been getting with like the iPad and things like that.
Okay, so it's not a direct, like it's not like a direct
Oh, I see. It's like
screen
Intuos.
tablet. It's like a tablet down on your desk and then you look at the screen. Is that right?
We both used those for a while, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I did that since from age 13 to 20.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right for me too. I did that pretty much.
And if that is the case, you'll get used to it.
You do get used to it.
You get to feel like I did a lot of good work on those.
Yeah.
I agree. This improves my workflow a lot to have one that's like direct
on the screen. It really
on the screen. But I will say that when I first got it, I was like, well, this was a mistake. I can't use this. And then like a month later, I was like, it felt natural.
Yeah, it does make a huge difference when you can draw on the screen. The main reason I decided to switch over to a Unova is, like the tire, I tried to draw a circle and I just could not close that motherfucker.
Yeah, it's hard.
So I decided if I can
I'm still not great. It still takes me 30 tries, but
yeah,
I'll get it eventually.
it's a little bit easier at least now. Like
Yeah.
you can get closer.
It used to take me 60 tries.
Yeah. Yeah, I needed a portable tablet for my classes. I prefer my screen one though, so I usually just bullshit doodle in class, then come back and draw on my. Yeah, that's a great. That's a great way to do it.
Sometimes if I have like a resource that I don't like as much, I'll do my sketches on there and get like a good like skeleton for what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like my phone actually has a really nice I have one of those notes, and they're really nice for like
It has pressure sensitivity and everything, but it's still the size of a phone. So
Nice.
a lot of times I'll get like a solid sketch on there, and then
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
take it and I'll
get it like to where I want it.
I forget. Did you say it has a stylus for it? Like
It does. I'll actually show you after this. It's
That's
pretty awesome. I'll only play with it. It's really nice.
That's a huge phone too.
I had the Note 7, and those were the ones that started exploding.
in your pocket and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so I had to get rid of it, whether I wanted to or not. They bricked the phones with an
Really?
update. Yeah.
Oh wow.
And you couldn't take them on planes, so you couldn't travel if you had one.
Holy shit.
And all this stuff, so I had to get rid of it. But
That's crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't know that they went that hardcore with
But
it.
well, I got drunk
and dropped it on the ground and broke it like right after the recall, so it kind of worked out anyways.
Huh.
I just went in there with like a totally shattered phone, and I'm like, "Here you go. Can I have a new phone?" And they're like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Did you erase all your stuff?" And I'm like, "Can't. It doesn't do anything. It's destroyed." And they're like, "All right, here's your new phone." And I'm like, "Thanks."
Thanks, guys.
I got lucky there. But
You really did.
that's
Wow.
the one and only time I've ever broken a phone.
Oh man, I also broke a phone when I was.
I've never cracked a screen. I've never done anything. It was the only time when I had a recall that I was like putting off because I liked the phone.
And then you got drunk and broke it, and
Yeah.
honestly, probably for the better that you did with the supposed.
It was Halloween. I was dressed as David Bowie from Labyrinth,
Nice.
and I shattered the phone on the ground like.
Your
practically spiked it.
did your skin tight suit not have pocket space or what happened?
There was no pockets in the tights that I was wearing. Very form fitting.
Well, that's good. At least
You learned everything about me just by looking at me.
I feel like
in
I've
my
learned
house.
everything about you in the last 2 days.
Well, I haven't worn tights yet.
No.
So here's a fun detail that people in ballet know that I didn't, but I found out when I dressed as David Bowie from Labyrinth.
Find out.
You have to wear like a codpiece, or else you're full on
Your dick
like
shows.
it's like you're wearing saran wrap.
Oof. Yeah.
I mean, not see-through, not transparent,
no,
but, like,
you can
skin
get the
tight.
shape.
Everybody knows about it.
I got a Green Man suit like from.
We have somebody in the chat. Krill me says, "Have any of you committed tax fraud?"
Are
you?
I've
this
had
person's
tax
with
fraud.
The IRS.
I've had tax fraud committed against me. If that
Oh.
if that fits your criteria.
Are you looking to audit one of us?
I mean, if you are.
I haven't, but you know, I'm open to the idea.
Yeah, I mean, if committing tax fraud will get me.
I mean, Wesley Snipes is doing well. He's in the new Planters.
That's right. He killed Mr. Peanut, so he should be fine.
He's doing just fine, and he was
He got in jail for
in
it.
jail for it for a while.
Yeah. Well, to be fair though, you can't kill Blade, so I mean.
No, that was a. He says it's okay. Just be honest.
Yeah, I honestly had tax fraud committed against me by my old place of work.
Yeah, the cod piece itself kind of works as a cock bulge attachment.
It does. It looks like, but it's not your cock bulge.
No,
it's a cock bulge.
It's like a big. Yeah, it works out.
Yeah.
And then you have weird, creepy old ladies like grabbing your butt at every holiday party you go to.
Of course. Can I tell you about the time like a 60-year-old woman grabbed my dick?
No, you cannot.
Okay, never mind. See you later.
Actually, yeah, let's hear it.
Okay, so it was my first day at work at the restaurant, and
Oh God.
yeah, we were catering a wedding, and like this one family, I guess, like everyone else had gone to bed, but we were still open. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning, something like that. Everyone had gone to bed. There was like one family out drinking in the courtyard, and I went out there and I was like, "What's going on, guys?" Then they kept like inviting me to have a drink with them, and then I was like, "No, I'm at work. Like, I'm good."
Yeah.
And then like
This is my first day. This is the tester. You guys, it's like the person. It's like the person asking if we've ever committed tax fraud. They're just trying to like. It's somebody that works for your company that's trying to like get you to misstep.
Exactly.
They're a plant.
They're a cop.
Oh, my person's leg being cut off by the bike chain. Dust Kitty there, like
Oh shit.
catching us on all our bullshit.
Well, that's why the bike's not moving right now.
What layer is your drawing on?
Ian 3, I'm pretty sure. We'll have that bike chain on it.
I'm gonna erase that.
Yes, it is.
Dust Kitty gets off my back.
Get off our case! So anyways, this lady grabbed my dick.
Oh.
She was with the wedding party, or she was with whoever was at the table, and they're like, she's like grabbing my dick and then also asking me to dance with her, and I'm like, no, that's okay. And then they're like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 21.
Just a little tug.
Just a little tug. Just a little tug. Not the first and not the last time I had my dick grabbed and just
By that woman.
just without asking.
Huh.
Just in public. Just like people in line just think I guess it's acceptable to just like reach up and grab.
Well, yeah, you're the help, so.
I guess so. But yeah, they were like, how old are you? And I'm like, I'm 21. And then she's like, oh, never mind, way too young for me. And I'm
Way
like,
too young to molest.
Like, what did you think? I was like 30 or 40?
Like that makes it better.
Yeah, you still can't molest me, like, in public. Like, it's not, I guess it's not molestation, but it is.
I think grabbing
Groping.
someone's dick is molestation, right?
Is that groping at that point?
I think molestation and groping is kind of the same bag. Pretty sure. We'll
What?
look up the details later.
Yeah, well, this is definitely the sort of topic to
Yeah.
discuss.
People love to listen to this.
Yeah, we should get a woman's perspective on
Did
this.
you get a nice tip?
I got paid way better for catering than I did for restaurant work, so
That's good.
I didn't have to get a tip because I got like $17 an hour.
And she got the tip.
She got a memory for the rest of her life of my flaccid wanger
She's thinking about it right now, probably.
recoiling into its holster.
Disappeared into my body.
Yeah. Ugh. As like,
I'm sorry to make jokes about it.
no, it's. I mean, look, I'm fine with it. Like,
Yeah.
I can tell you about the time I got my dick grabbed outside of a pizza place.
Why are people grabbing your dick so much? That's
Dude,
the
I don't
question.
fucking know, man. Like, what the hell?
What were you wearing? That's the question.
Pants!
While you were asking for it, then.
Clearly. This is rape culture right here, man. Jesus Christ.
Obviously, I'm making fun of
Yeah, we.
the people who say that. I don't actually do that.
Yeah,
All right, let's go on to the next try.
yeah, I'm so sorry, everybody. that-
No, I was interested to hear the story.
I offered, and I did get she grabbed my dick, and then that dude grabbed my dick outside that pizza place.
Oh, it was a dude.
It was a man, yeah.
Oh.
It was a place called
I mean,
Gay Pizza. Well, it wasn't
That
called.
makes it any.
It wasn't called Gay Pizza, but it was known colloquially as Gay Pizza.
Really?
And we were in line because they had like the best pizza for when you're drunk at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Huh.
And then some big guy who looked like Wesley Willis, like walked up to me and was like, "Hey man," like he started asking me about where I'm from, and I was like, "I mean, I'm not from Philly." And he just grabbed my dick and he's like, "You're not gay, are you?" And I'm like, "No."
It's like I can tell from the way you're reacting to this.
Yeah, I can tell from the way that I grabbed your penis and
You didn't seem psyched
yeah,
about it.
I would say that is not the way to go about this encounter.
You're not gay, are you? Well, appear not.
Nope.
I was unsure until now, but now I think we've locked it down.
Nope, just trying to buy pizza, sir.
Gay pizza
Some gay pizza. It was actually just macaroni and cheese pizza, which
is probably.
is great. I'm not gonna lie. It was dope pizza, man. Like,
I've had macaroni and cheese pizza.
that pizza was worth getting your dick grabbed for, man. Like,
Yeah.
especially
Yeah.
if you're like wasted off your ass. honestly, like, which we were. We were all very hammered.
What is your favorite pizza?
Oh, good question. I'm a big fan of
I keep it simple usually.
bacon and spinach. Is one of my favorites,
Yeah.
and the other one is white pizza with anchovies. Those are my two favorites.
Okay.
You drawn
I've never
pizza?
had that. Yeah,
Wait.
I've drawn pizza.
White pizza with anchovies?
No.
Oh.
I feel like white pizza already has enough representation. I don't need to draw it.
Yeah, we don't have to draw. We don't have to draw white.
I am drawing pizza.
For sure.
I've never had white pizza with anchovies.
White. It's
I honestly don't. I'm surprised you like anchovies. I mean, not that anchovies aren't good. I'm not a big anchovy person. They're just too salty.
They are very salty. That's why they only work for white pizza.
Okay.
Like,
What
I've
is
had-
white pizza?
White pizza is, like there's no red sauce underneath. It's just mozzarella cheese on top of the pizza.
Okay, so it's like a breadstick.
It's basically a breadstick with anchovies on it, and like anchovies from what I've experienced just do not work for red pizza. It's not gonna happen.
It's just too many.
Too many combating flavors. Oh, this is an alive pizza. Is this like Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs?
It's pretty close. I mean, I don't know if they were the first ones to draw a pizza that was alive, but they didn't draw it. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you remember? So we were watching All That at that bar yesterday.
Yeah.
Did you ever remember the All That sketch, Pizza Face
No.
and Big Ear Boy?
No. Oh, yes, I remember Big Ear Boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Big Ear Boy was the main character of that sketch. I guess he was, because Pizza Face was like his best friend, who just his face was a pizza.
Okay.
And then I'm pretty sure the principal of that school was Principal Pimpel, whose pimple was always like bulging on his forehead.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
It
It
was-
explains a lot about what I think is funny these days.
I think so, yeah. It was really gross. There was one sketch from the new All That's that we were talking about, like the new reboots of All That and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the ones that came out after that. There was one sketch that I thought was funny. Although I think Amanda Bynes was in that sketch, so I think it was either But it was either the Amanda Show or it was All That. But it was like this teacher who is Professor Gullible.
Okay.
And he'd come into the classroom, and they would like, the principal would come in and he'd be like, "Hi guys, I'm your substitute principal or substitute professor today. I'm Professor Gullible." And then he'd be like, "Oh, Professor Gullible, don't you know teacher starts off every class by..."
He would do everything they say.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember that.
And I remember the one sketch, they're like, "Oh, it's a fire. We need to get out the fire hydrant. Don't you know the teacher always smashes their head through the fire extinguisher thing in order to get the fire hydrant out?" And then he like smashes his face into the fire hydrant thing, and he's like, "Oh, that's interesting. Glass tastes like blood." It's always a funny joke.
Yeah, that's a good one. Am I hogging this whole thing? I'll move my pizza guy over.
Oh no, it's fine. We were both working on them, but I'm drawing Pizza the Hut over here now. Although Pizza the Hut, I'm looking at Pizza the Hut from Spaceballs, and I just...
It's disgusting, but I think that was the point.
Oh, 100%. He was always like dripping, and like his...
Can you move your anchovy over? Should I just you can erase it and I'll throw mine.
Oh, when did I move that in? Oh, you
No, I
moved...
moved my pizza so you had more room.
I see.
Yeah, you get it. You get it now.
Put that anchovy back in his mouth.
There we go.
Alright, this is...
Pizza the Hut was gross.
It was really gross, yeah. I'm trying to like... Look... I never noticed he had a napkin on his character.
That's one of those details that like I wouldn't remember. Actually, here's something that is kind of unrelated but also kind of related. Rick Moranis, who is famously Dark Helmet, he just tweeted that he's back. He's going to be acting in they're making a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids sequel.
Welcome to 2020. Everything
And
old is new.
he's
again.
gonna reprise his character. And I was reading some of the details. This is the first time he's acted.
Since he became a country music star?
Yeah, well, what happened was his wife died.
Oh, I feel bad now.
Well, no, he actually did country music, so you didn't say anything wrong there. His wife died, and he decided to get out of showbiz and just like take care of his kids
That's fair.
and just focus on that.
Well,
And
sure
now
they
they're all
can.
grown up, and he probably still likes doing this stuff.
But
I respect him for taking.
yeah,
care of
like I
it.
really respect that. Like, you know, and
It's
plus
like
he
actual dad
probably
shit.
has a shit ton of money from the stuff he's been in.
Oh my god, yeah, those kids are sitting
Yeah.
pretty.
If you don't need it, then you got other priorities, then focus on that. But in the meantime, he's only done a few voice acting gigs. He did like Brother Bear. He played like Bob and Doug McKenzie. They played Moose, a couple of Meese.
Oh, and the Brother
Bear.
That's funny. They do get like reoccurring roles just as those characters in completely unrelated things. Like they had a song. This is obviously still before he retired, but they had a song as Bob and Doug McKenzie doing the Christmas tree.
Yeah, I think they were. You know, when that was big, it was very big. They had like an album, a Christmas album. There was like 12 Days of Christmas and stuff like that.
They had that song on the Dr. Demento's Christmas album too. Yeah.
But anyway, so he did that, and then the other thing I found on his filmography in the meantime was I've never seen the show ever, but the Goldbergs.
Me too.
There's some small scene where I don't know but there's a dream sequence where someone's dreaming about Spaceballs. And he voices Dark Helmet for the scene.
Oh, that's
He's
awesome.
not even in it. He just offers his voice.
Right, because they got the helmet on for him.
Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
I thought that was kind of cool.
That is cool. That's with Jeff Garland in it, right?
Yeah.
Which is funny because Jeff Garland's probably on the TV, like right in the
Yeah, because Morgan's over there. My roommate, the woman I live with is
the woman you live with, and also hug a lot.
Yeah, I was hugging her. She is watching Curb Your Enthusiasm right now.
Yeah, it was a great show.
It's a great show.
Wait, has she gotten to the seasons where Larry David gets to watch it?
No.
Gotcha. That's why I was gonna.
I know. I thought that's what you were asking.
Yeah.
But I won't spoil it.
I didn't want to spoil it either. I hope I didn't spoil it just now.
No, you didn't.
Hopefully she can't hear these whispers.
She's watching the show right now. No, she's definitely not. She's not a fan.
Not a fan of the DrawBomb?
No, she hates it.
Oh no.
No, that's not true.
Oh, okay, good.
Every time the show's over, she's immediately like, alright, show me all the stuff you guys drew.
Aw, that's sweet. She's cool. I like her a lot.
Yeah, she's fun.
We did some karaoke yesterday. I hope I hope I.
No, I was laughing because when you said, yeah, she's cool, I was like, yeah, she's fine.
She's
No,
fine.
I love her very much.
Yeah, she's alright, man. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
guess. Yeah, rent's cheaper with her here.
Yeah, she helps split the bills.
No, that's completely a joke.
Yeah, no, they're very kind to each other, and it's a very beautiful relationship.
The only asshole in this family is the cat.
Yeah, he's a little dick, but I love him. Duskity says, your pizza reminds me of the pizzas from Jimmy Neutron. Not gonna lie.
You should look those up.
Yeah.
I wonder which one. Is it yours or mine?
Neutron pizza. It can't be mine, because mine's barely a fucking drawing.
Yours looks like an angry volcano.
Oh, actually it probably is mine. Yeah, if you look at the pizzas from Jimmy Neutron, it's like a pizza that has a skull face on it.
Yeah. I would say it's
No, that's definitely your pizza. It looks
Mine?
like that, yeah.
Well, mine's round, but yours
Yours has the
your
face.
face looks more like the mouth.
Yeah, that is true. What is... I guess he has a girl pizza face, too?
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe that's what happens. Maybe that's how they get the pizzas to stop being evil.
If you look in the background of this one picture, it has like the guy, the Italian dude, doing like the
Oh,
every
dude.
pizza box has.
I have to show you. So my checks that I write for rent and everything I pay for has that pizza guy on it, because when I was applying for new checks, they're like, what image do you want to put on it? And I'm like, that's like, you can have a background if you want. Like, you ever seen those people that have like
Yeah.
really tacky, like there's like a lady image?
I sell those checks.
Yeah, you sell them. Anyways, I was like, what? I don't want that. That's tacky, but I still want to see what's offered. And I just looked through it, and one of the options was just the pizza guy on it, and I was just like, yep.
Like the chef pizza.
Like that, it's a good show. Like that pizza box, man.
That's amazing.
He's on my checks.
That's
Because I'm like, well, sure, let's do that.
Yeah,
and then
why wouldn't you?
they shipped him out, and that's the checks I give to everybody for everything.
That's
And
amazing.
it's got a pizza man on it for
Oh.
no reason
That's-
other than it makes me laugh.
I mean, absolutely.
Which is the reason I do everything in life, and why I'll probably die before 60.
That's why my funeral is gonna have Another One Bites the Dust playing during it. It's because
Mom will be singing at karaoke.
Yeah. We did karaoke last night, by the way. Folks at DrawBomb, let me tell you.
Should have been there. It was. So we were.
Should have been there.
So it was some kind of scam, I think.
It's
Because we got there and literally
everyone.
we
was
only watched
incredible.
5 people perform before we left, but everybody was like incredible. And I know that's just like a, you know, maybe I'm exaggerating, but no, these were all people that could professionally do music.
Yeah, the one guy was singing.
Half of them before they grabbed the mic was like, "Sorry, this is about to suck," and then they're like hitting every note. And we're
Yeah,
like,
like
"What? Shut
the
your
falsettos.
mouth."
Like the one guy sang a Queen song and then he managed to like fucking kill.
You hit every note.
He was like, "That has somebody."
If you can hit every note in a Freddie Mercury song, you're good.
Yeah, you're fine. If you can sing along with Freddie Mercury, you're fine. You don't need to tell us beforehand. Like, sorry, it's gonna
Yeah,
suck.
we don't need that preface
Yeah,
unless you're trying to insult our intelligence.
yeah. Unless, come on, you know how good you are. Like, come on now.
Yeah, he was good. They were all good.
Yeah.
And then when we walked out, it was like this dude that was singing, like he could have been a recording of like
A Frank Sinatra.
he was singing
song.
like a Frank Sinatra like old timey like song, and it was just like he was just like nailing it,
Ugh.
and I was just like, all right, let's get the fuck.
Yeah. I like kind of like as we were walking out, I was trying to let him know I wasn't leaving because of his singing. Like I was like doing like
I dropped a note that said you're terrible, and this is why I'm leaving.
Oh, I mean, I hope he reads that. 'cause
Yeah, I hope he
needs
picks it up.
He needs to be knocked down a couple.
Yeah,
of
he's too confident.
too cocky. But I was doing like the Wayne's World, like we're not worthy, like sort of like praising, like bowing to him, like sort of.
I don't
motion.
think if you're a karaoke performer, when people leave, it's offensive as like if you're like at a concert and people are getting up and leaving.
that is true.
I think it's karaoke.
It's karaoke. People know. People are gonna leave and come in and come out as time goes on. I sang a Backstreet Boys song, cause why wouldn't I? And we're doing karaoke probably Wednesday, and
It's a good chance.
I got a nice couple of songs in the chamber for that one.
I like how somebody came into our chat and asked us if we've done tax evasion and left.
They have not responded since then.
That was interesting.
Yeah,
I kind of liked it.
I mean, it's tax season.
Yeah, it's just they just drop into every Twitch stream. It's an IRS person.
Well, you know, when you report somebody for tax fraud, you do get 40% of whatever they find has been
Maybe that's what
squandered.
maybe that's what they're doing.
I mean, it's not a bad scam.
Well, I wish I would have committed tax fraud so that they'd have something.
Yeah, you could help them out.
I like to help a person out.
Me too. Like to.
Next year.
A friend in need of tax fraud is a friend in need of tax fraud. Wait.
Yeah, I think that's how the phrase goes. That you just made up.
Yeah. I made it up. Yeah. That's how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Maggie. Ugh. Hey, if you're my mom, sound off in the chat tonight.
I'm not.
Thank God. If my mom is here, I mean, you can still watch. Just, so like, yesterday.
You're allowed to watch.
Yeah, you're allowed to watch. Yesterday, I told my mom about how I was gonna be here because I wanted to call my family before I went on an airplane, in case anything happened.
In case it blew up.
In case, God knows what. But call my parents. My mom. I was like, yeah, we're gonna be doing the show tonight because she was asking like if we're gonna do like waterlogged stuff
Oh, yeah.
while I was here. And I was like, I mean, maybe we'll see, but we're definitely gonna do a DrawBomb if we can. And she was like, what is that? And I had to like basically give her all the details.
Mom.
Oh, mama. And
You know what DrawBomb is?
gosh.
Jeez, Ellen knows.
Cheesy Pete's. But yeah, she asked me all the details, and she may or may not have decided to join in tonight. I don't actually know how many people are on the stream. Like, who's watching?
It says we have 1 viewers.
All right. Dust Kitty. That's you, I'm pretty sure.
Representing.
Represent. Oh, I like how I just noticed now how we still have all the chats stay up on the thing.
Yeah, that's new.
Makes it look so much
That's
more.
new. The chat stays.
That's right.
I have a new computer. I have more abilities.
We since you have a new computer, you got a whole new setup going on. It's gonna be great.
It's only going to get more exciting from here, folks.
That's right.
On the edge of your seats.
Hold on to your seats. Hold on to your butts. Hold on to your arms if you're Samuel Jackson, because a Velociraptor might be coming for it.
Well, he's dead at that point.
Wait,
And how do you hold on to your arm? You hold on to an arm with
with your
an arm.
with your tendons and like skin,
Whoa.
muscles and
Some
bones.
Akira shit.
Yeah, I still need to see Akira.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
I forgot that you said you hadn't seen it.
yeah.
I mean, I can't act that offended. I've watched it for the first time like 6 months ago.
Yeah, but still. You happened to watch it like on the
That was
10th
wacky.
anniversary of like.
It was wacky. It was coincidence. I swear.
That's great that happened that way. Like you probably saw an Akira post and you were like, I've been meaning to watch that.
That
Like,
could have been it. It probably happened that way. Somebody like implanted it in my brain.
Yeah, you got incepted.
Somebody Leo decapped me.
Has Morgan seen Inception?
Probably not.
Interesting. I tried to tell my ex about the plot of Inception, and it just took an hour.
How do you do that? You have to just watch it.
Yeah, I said like basically it's a fucking heist movie in a brain, and when a guy says
I love that description. I didn't even thought of how I would describe it, and that's great. It's a heist movie in a brain.
Yeah, and
It takes
like
place in a brain.
and all you need to know about the movie is when the guy says to Joseph Gordon-Levitt, "Hey mate, you're dreaming too small. You got to dream bigger." And then what he does is he just pulls out a larger gun than Joseph Gordon-Levitt had, and that's how he dreamt bigger. And that's the length of your dreams. That's how far you can
I
go.
spent like 2 years trying to learn how to lucid dream after watching that,
Really?
and it did not work.
Oh man.
I've only had like success once or twice, and it wasn't even like long-lived enough to be worth it.
Was it fun? Like
I was like, oh hell yeah, I have control, and then I wake up and I'm like, fuck.
oh, that would suck.
One day.
That's the thing is, I feel like if I were to try to lucid dream, I would just end up realizing I was dreaming and then being like,
Snapping
oh
yourself
my
out
god,
of it.
I could smoke weed in real life right now.
That
I'm like,
sounds so much better.
Yeah.
I should wake up.
holy shit, I can play video games right now and have fun.
Oh shit, I'm dreaming.
Fuck,
Ooh.
man.
This is fake.
And lame. You can only lucid dream if you're unaware you can lucid dream. Once you're aware of it, it's impossible to do it.
I don't know if that's true because there's a lot of people that say they've trained themselves to do it. They say like they've like learned little cues and they like do this thing. Like when I was trying to learn how to do it,
I want to hear about this
a
actually.
lot of
Please.
people say the process is like coming up with some kind of like test for yourself, where you like some way to like ground yourself to reality and like you ask yourself some questions. And you get in the habit of doing it so often that then when you're in a dream, I forget, it's been a while, and I feel bad that I'm like arguing, but also can't give you the details.
No, I want to hear. I mean, I'm curious. I mean, I've looked into it. When someone told me what lucid dreaming was, I was like, oh.
You make a good point, Dust Kitty. It might be bullshit. I didn't achieve it ever.
I mean, I will say there's been like one time that I was like, oop, this is the dream, and then I managed to like stay in it for a second or two.
Yeah.
Like that's happened. But yeah, the whole idea is that you come up with some kind of series of patterns where like every time that you like, get in the habit of always
Like recognizing that you're
doing some repetitious thing where you like you ask yourself a certain question or you like look like at your hands or you do something weird like that, and then like if it like clicks like one of these times that it's finally happening in a dream, then suddenly
you're aware.
oh
of
snap, I'm here.
Right.
But then what happens most of the time, and the thing that I had happen most of the time, and the thing that Dust Kitty is probably saying would happen most of the time, is that the moment it clicks that, oh shit, I'm dreaming, this is it, I did it,
Yeah.
you wake up right then.
That's that. Yeah. But I feel like I've talked to a bunch of people who have been like, oh yeah, I talked.
Yeah, but I also talk to a lot of people. Well, this might be controversial. I've also talked to a lot of people that think ghosts are real, and they have lots of great stories about it. But I don't believe it. So
yeah, that's true.
it's one of those things that it might be real. I'm not gonna be like I know more than you.
Hey, lucid dreamers, sound off in the chat.
I'm not gonna be like I know more than you, but also
You
until I experience it myself, perhaps I won't believe it.
I think I think that's a healthy mindset
Yeah.
about most things. I mean, not most. Like, obviously, some things you can never be like, oh, until I experience coronavirus, like, I don't really believe it.
You can listen to Dream While Being Awake. It's called using your imagination. It is essentially the same thing, right?
Yeah,
Just close your eyes and think about anything. Think about yourself having a jetpack. It'll be the same.
100%. Well, have we talked about that graph with the mind, like the Fantasia?
No.
Oh,
I have to use the bathroom really bad. I'm
Alright.
gonna do that.
I'm gonna get the graph pulled up.
Yeah, you do your thing.
We pretty much finished this drawing.
Okay. Can you bring it up on the...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. I think that's a better idea. Hey folks, Brandon's gonna be out for 2 seconds. I'm pulling up this graph. So the graph I'm talking about, I'm interested in hearing what you have to say about this, Dust Kitty. I'm interested in hearing what Brandon has to say about this, but it's this chart that's been going around Twitter. You probably already know what I'm talking about, Dust Kitty. I've had this conversation with friends before. It's where people are trying to like ascertain maybe how concrete you're able to pull up mental images from your brain. So, for instance, let me see what I can find. I have it. I posted it in this big group chat that we all play Division 2 in. There it is. Right. Oh, no, to the flip back. Aw, cute puppy dog. Oh, look at the cute puppy. I'm sorry. Apple. It's about apples. There it is. Found it. So. Oh, the apple with the brain image. Exactly what I'm talking about, Dust Kitty. I don't think Brandon may have seen this. I'm not sure if he has, but this is worth discussing if it is something. Because the thing is, well, we'll talk about it when Brandon gets back. I'm pulling the image up. I'm getting it pulled into the thing right now. So I got it ready. I hear him. He's left the bathroom. He's probably grabbing another beer because his is pretty low. I filled up right before this show started, so I was ready to go. The alcoholic in me always prepares. What's up?
Yeah.
I got the image ready. I wanted to wait till we saved maybe this image before we
Yeah.
posted it to the thing.
I'm good with this. Let's save it right here.
If anything, I can post it in the DrawBomb Discord. Which, if you notice, in the DrawBomb
Did you get it to
Twitch,
work?
I got the invite link to work, so we
Nice.
have the link to the Discord in the Twitch.
Nice.
If folks want to, which is I posted that in the wrong section. I moved all my links into the links section, so I really want to. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Alright. So if everyone directs their attention to the DrawBomb Twitch Discord, in the links section, I can show you it right here. But someone was talking about this. We're looking at the app. I guess we'll post it in the thing later. But
Okay.
what we're looking at right now is the image of 5 heads, and there's apples in each one. And what they're saying is that people who imagine an apple, like I tell you, like, hey, picture an apple in your head right now. People range from 5 to 1 in how clearly they're
Wow,
able.
so some people just really have bad imagination.
I'm 5. I'm a 5 on that.
You
that-
can't picture an apple?
Not like I can.
What?
Yeah, it's a thing apparently. So like,
What if somebody's like being more specific? Like, can you picture what an apple looks like? Does that change it?
No, like when you.
You're like, no, sorry. What
So,
is
like,
that?
Let me ask you this.
Is that like a strawberry?
If I were to ask you to, is it a red berry?
It's
of
one of the
some
red
kind?
circles, right?
A pole? I don't know what a pole is. Is that you're racist, man?
How are you like?
So
I'm
like,
surprised that you're an artist and also are that way, because I feel like I have to dig into my brain to. I can look up references, and I do often, but also
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that I can just like. I have like a visual library in my head.
Right.
Of, like, I have to draw this thing. I know how it looks because I.
If I were to ask you to picture an apple like sitting in your beer glass right now, like would you be able to picture like
Yeah.
like just
Yeah, I would say I don't want to like be like, yeah, I could totally do that, and that's like sounds like
Right.
bullshit. But no, I feel like yes, I feel like I could do it right now.
and with your mind you can
Yeah.
place. I can't do that.
I don't understand. Like, you know what an apple looks like.
I know what an apple looks like. In my head, like when I think, like I was talking about with Austin, he did a pretty good job of, and like some other folks did a pretty good job of like sort of explaining how I'm able to experience it. But like when I think of an apple, I don't think like I can't pull up an image of an
Oh,
apple.
wow.
I can pull up like the emotional recognition of an apple. Like when you see an apple and your brain says that's an apple right there. Like I can conjure that feeling of
So you
being
forget
like-
what an apple is until you see one.
Yeah, like I just it's hard to explain. It's like
Could you draw an apple from scratch?
I mean I could. It wouldn't look exactly like a great apple, but like here let's we have it saved, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Cause yeah,
No
like
references.
no references. If I were to draw an apple, it would be
I could draw an apple. I feel like you could draw a good apple.
so like when I was talking with Austin about this, he had some good questions to kind of like more like get some varying results on this. So like if I were to ask you to draw like a person or if I were to ask you to like memorize like
People are harder.
People are harder. Like could you
If
if
an apple varies, a person is specific to that person.
yeah, like Austin asked me to draw
I could draw 100 pictures of apples that are all different, and they could all still look exactly like an apple.
Yeah. Like if
But I can't draw 100 pictures of you that all look like you.
right, if someone were to ask you to think of like a motorcycle dude, like or not, motorcycle dude is too specific, but if someone were to ask you to think of like an action dude or something like that, like, could you imagine, like, could your image, your mental image be so vivid that you could like name like the clothes that they're wearing or something? Like if you were to like,
Well, no, because they wear something different all the time.
so like, if I was
In
like,
a certain movie or something?
not even in a certain, like, if I were to say, hey, in your head right now, have the mental image of a dude kicking another dude, like, dropkick style. Like, do you like, think of, like, a scene? Like, is there, like, a background?
No, I guess I
to
try
that?
to imagine I make up a scene in my head.
You make, like, and, like, when you, like, how detailed, like, do you think of just dudes, like, if I were to ask you to imagine a dude dropkicking another dude, would you be able to name, like, or would you be able to describe the location that the dude's drop kicking the other dude in, or would you?
No, I'd probably have to sketch around a little bit to get it just right.
Yeah, so I think that's what it comes down to, is like,
Feeling it out.
yeah, you kind of feel it out, like when you're in your head when someone's drop kicking another guy, like you're not actually coming up with like a crystallized image, because you wouldn't be able to like list the location unless you decided to like actually like think towards that aspect. Like if you were already thinking of the dude drop kicking the other dude, you wouldn't be like, yeah, he's drop kicking him, he's in a wrestling ring, there's a guy in the background holding a sign up or something like that. Like it's hard to quite place, but it's a very interesting question that's been going around Twitter. When I imagine things,
Oh, I haven't seen that on Twitter.
I'm not. Yeah, it's been popping up lately. It hasn't, like, it happened, I want to say, like a week or two ago. Like when we posted it on the Discord. I mean, that was back on. Oh shit! This is wrong Discord. When I found it on the Discord, I posted that at like on February 9th.
Oh.
So.
I haven't heard about it.
Yeah, it's a thing that's like. I saw somebody else talking about this before, and I also saw somebody bring up the same question in reference to, like, music. So, like, if you hear a song in your head, like, how vivid is that song, would you say?
I feel like it's pretty vivid, but also I found that it's not as... I might not be a reliable narrator in that sense. Like, my mom... for Christmas, my mom did this game where she brought up... She's like, I have this game that I found online that I think would be fun for all of us to do. It's all these famous Christmas songs with like a chunk of lyrics missing. Fill it in, and whoever gets the most right wins. And I'm like, you're all fucking going down. I love Christmas, and I got the worst score of everybody.
Really?
All mine were off. Like, you have the lyrics that you think are the lyrics in your head, and you probably sing it that way every time, but they were all wrong.
Really?
I was off by like a word or two here and there, but it was all like, just like, I'm like, Sliver bells. No, not like that level. But
yeah, but something along the like.
I was just like, everything was slightly off. It was like misheard lyrics on everything.
Interesting.
Or like just the way that I thought it went.
So I'm assuming like I can hear a song very vividly in my head, and like, but it's not. It's like when I was talking to Austin about it. Like I said, like I can hear a song in my head, but it's not the same. And like I can hear it vividly, and it's better obviously if I know the lyrics. But I can still pretty much hear like the push me and then just touch me till I can get mine. And then like I hear the bing.
I feel like I can hear the whole
bing.
as much as I'm able to remember. I can hear the song.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
but you can hear it vividly.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't say it's as good as actually hearing the song on a speaker or something.
No,
like that.
obviously.
And I think
but I attribute that to my memory more than my imagination.
It's your memory, but also like imagining something is never going to be the same as having it. Like when I was talking to Austin about the Apple thing, like I was saying, he says he's more on the one end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
For that image himself, but he said like
obviously his imagination will never like surpass looking at an apple.
Exactly. Like he's never going to be like his imagination is never going to.
But I feel like I can, when I visualize an apple, I can also visualize a lot of like subtle details about it. Like I know a lot of little things.
I can't.
That you know aren't just like it's kind of round. It's red.
And you have
it has maybe a leaf on it. Like I remember a lot more about it because it's something that's familiar. Like apples are something I'm familiar with. I think that's a big part of it too.
That is a big part of it.
Like obviously you have like a visual library, and the more you're around something, including like your example of a song, if it's a song you heard every day, it would be different than me just thinking of a song that I like.
Yeah.
Say for some reason I was like, I don't know, some song. I listened to it every morning when I woke up. I would know a lot more about it. I could be able to play a lot more accurate representation of it in my head.
Yeah.
Than I would of something else that I just like.
So like when I described like a mental image, it's like, so imagine you took an apple and then you pasted it in like Photoshop or something like that, and then like you turn the opacity down to 1, and then you put that on like a black screen, like as if I was like closing my eyes to imagine it. Like you can still get like a faint sense of the apple, but imagine it was like there if you weren't looking at it, but you knew it was there. That's how imagining an apple is like for me, you know? Like it's like the faintest image. Like what I was thinking of just now is there's an image. It's of strawberries, but like the strawberries look red and like the color of strawberries. But it's
I'm
actually
familiar with the color of strawberries.
Yeah. You know, like, it's a reddish color. But the image I'm thinking of specifically was like these strawberries, but the image is in black and white. But because of the way the texture is toned, and because you in your head know what strawberries are supposed to like be the color of, your head already like, I'm gonna have to find this image too. It's much easier to show you.
This goes back to what the point I was making before though. Apple is an example where I'm confident.
You know what one looks like.
Where I'm like, yes, but like that's because we're picking something so. Like, it's like one of the first words you, like, learn as a kid. Like, A is for apple.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Apple is something that's so familiar to me, but I can't say and maybe it seems like cocky to be like, oh, yes, I can totally picture it. But with an apple, yes. But, like, you could list a number of things that my answer would definitely be no.
Yeah.
It's just an apple. I'm like, yeah, I know that thing. Like, that's super familiar to me. I've seen them, like, I've seen that my whole life.
Yeah.
Like, nonstop. I've seen apples. I know an apple.
It's American. It's as American as apple pie.
I know apples, but there's plenty of things that I also would be more like on your page of being like, I couldn't imagine it.
Yeah.
You know?
So this picture right here of strawberries, right here, hold on, I'm gonna copy the image, look at. But yeah, like when I see the apple in my head, like I can't keep the picture there. Like it's faded, it's like me imagining a picture, like I can sort of imagine a picture in my head. I can't, you know, it's like if I turn the opacity down to 1 and then I can only see the apple if I wasn't looking at the picture.
I think that's a good, like, way to describe it.
Yeah, and like emotionally, I can, like, there's an emotional sense to like the memory too. Not like oh, that apple made me weep, but like the same emotional sense of like when you see an apple, you're just like, that's an apple. Like there's a recognition there, and I think that is more what I feel in my head when I picture an apple. Is I get more just a sense of the emotional recognition of like, I'm thinking of an apple, and not so much like I can like picture an apple in my head. If I were to like try and bisect it in my brain, like I that's not like a clear playing movie for me. It's very.
I feel like I got apples down, but there are a lot of things that I would not be able to do that way.
That's fair. So I mean, I think, and as Austin and I like kind of came to an agreement on that spectrum image, is I think people like to place themselves definitively on that spectrum, but I do think it's actually more so like everyone maybe like when he and I talked, like we at first were like we have completely different mental images, but then by the time we finished like saying what we felt we saw, we both agreed that we pretty much had the same.
That's something interesting to me. Dusky says this is actually episode 19. I don't think so.
We did forget to post one episode on YouTube. But
I thought last one was 19 and the one before that was 18.
That's fine.
I mean, I usually just go into the the Twitch and just like go up one from what was there from last week.
Oh, it was.
I do that every week.
Last week was episode 18.
It was?
Oh, that was episode 18, right? Oh no, the last episode on YouTube is 15 because YouTube, when I upload them, puts them as private. I have to make them public and all that stuff.
This one though.
This one is 18 and that is from a week ago. So
Yeah. All right, well, let's skip one. Whoops. Well, next episode will be 19.
There we go. I like it. We did a little bit out of order. Fuck it, you know.
Sorry, I have a hard time visualizing numbers when I think about them.
It's tough, you know. It's really hard to get them solid in your brain.
Yeah, like there's a couple apples.
You're more than 5. So have you seen? I've also posted this
with
image.
apples.
Have you seen this image of the strawberries?
I have, but I don't remember the context.
So the interesting thing about this image is that there is no color red in this picture right here.
Okay.
There's just that's.
It's like a.
It's
like
gray.
a context. It's a contrast thing.
It's a contrast thing.
It's gray.
It's all except for the blue. The blue is clear there, but everything else is like a gray tone.
Right.
Something like
I
that.
still see a little red, but it might not be there.
I forget.
I believe that it's not there. I just
Yeah, but apparently your mind fits the red in there. I'm gonna post this into the. Well, I posted in the links. Go to the Discord, check the links out. What is this? What is
The interesting thing is, if I have to describe a picture, I can do it with words. But if I have to mentally visualize words, I get a picture. So it's hard for me to do public speaking because of that. Sure.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can see that.
That's there's also that I forget the name of the website, but it's like one of those ones where it's like, if you play 20 minutes of brain games a day, by the end of the month you'll be smarter.
You'll be Einstein.
Your score will be higher. Your it's like that Brain Age game, but like a different version. Like Lumosity, that was the name of it. I did Lumosity for a little bit, and one of their mini games that they had you play was they would have like words, and then you had to choose if the word, like it would be like red in red text, and then you had to pick.
Yeah.
Is the word?
I played a game like that before.
Yeah. Is the word describing the color red? Or sometimes they'd have the word red in blue text, and you had to be quick enough and be like, still the word red is describing a red color. It's just, and I think it's all packaged up with like that weird brain tripping up sort of thing. But you know, that's just the fucking mind, man, is a crazy thing. I tell you what, and none of us can agree on it. And Dust Kitty says, watching porn gives me high IQ. I'm learning hardcore anatomy. That's funny. That reminds me of a story my art school teacher told me. He said he was teaching a class the one time, and the guy needed to figure out how to do somebody, like a monkey swinging from a tree.
Okay.
So he came back, and the guy had a really solid drawing of a monkey swinging from a tree. He's like, yeah, I found some reference. I found this girl in a porn, and she was like jerking this dude off above her head, and so I used that image for the monkey swinging from the tree. So, hey, look, there's value in.
Is that drawing pretty good?
I mean, he said it was pretty solid. It was like a really well done.
Like, well, I can't even be mad.
Yeah, it was a good drawing of a monkey swinging from a tree. And I know that wasn't really a tree. That was another kind of trunk. An elephant trunk. So yeah, the mind is a crazy thing, and it's hard to explain how you see a mental image because you're basically explaining how you think. And you told me about that cool eye thing, like yesterday.
And I still like it sounds a little too cool. Like I still wonder if it's bullshit.
But it's, I mean, I do that eye thing that you were describing. I mean, if you wanna.
Yeah. So I read that the little, like, a lot of times when people are thinking, they like kind of, you know how you like look into space and kind of like look around like in a pattern, and they say that's your brain has some sorts of like pattern recognition, and it kind of unlocks memories. Like it's like perhaps, you know, when you're logging memories, or you know, just the way you like segment your brain, you're able to unlock certain thoughts by the way you kind of look, like left down and to the right, and then all of a sudden
just pressing the Konami code into your brain. It's interesting. I've definitely seen experienced myself doing that.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. But
my assumption was always like it was me just trying to reduce the amount of visual like stimulus.
Distraction.
Yeah, but like sometimes like there's nothing even happening. Like I'm just looking at a table and I'll still be doing the eye shit. So like I mean,
yeah. I'm not, you know, I read it on the internet, so I can't be like, well, that's real. It makes sense to me, so it's probably real.
It makes sense. I mean, your brain's fucking weird as shit, man. Like, you know, there's a lot of weird brain shit that your mind puts up with, and you know, it's interesting. Even today, it's still a very inexact science. Like,
what are brains?
What are brains?
We don't know.
Are they? Why do we call it the noodle when it's more like a porridge?
it's more of a al dente
Yeah.
pasta.
The al dente kind of pasta that cats used to put in my shoes. This cat puts pasta in my shoes, and I'm like, why?
I wonder if that cat's still putting pasta in shoes somewhere out there.
I hope so. He's a cute guy.
Yeah.
Good cat. Have you ever seen the movie Lucky Number 11?
I have.
Every time I say the phrase "good cat," I think of Bruce Willis.
It's been a long time since I've seen the movie, though, I will say. So
Oh.
I don't remember any references, really.
Bruce Willis's character is called Good Cat. and that's-
Oh yes, okay. I do not remember that.
Yeah. He's good cat. Slevin Corruption is bad dog. It's a good movie. It's an interesting movie.
I like it.
I don't remember who made it.
And then, spoiler alert, Morgan Freeman gets a bag put over his head.
And so does that other guy who looks like my dude from the Outer Worlds. Ben.
I don't remember who's in it besides Morgan Freeman.
Ben
Josh
King-
Hartnett.
Ben Kingsley?
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett.
Oh, it is Ben Kingsley, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is what you do look like. I should play more of that game.
I need to finish. I need to play it.
Yeah, I haven't even dabbled. I've barely.
I'm on the first planet still.
I just got to the next one.
Oh, nice. It's fun. It's one of those things where
I will definitely play it.
it's a type of game I've been waiting for a very long time. But once I played it, I was just like, oh fuck, I feel like I need to really commit myself.
I'm like, this is overwhelming. I'm gonna wait.
Exactly.
For this.
Yeah. This is a guy who has an afro that hides his brain in it.
Does that mean the hair is very short?
The hair would be very short, but he had to grow the hair grew with the brain as a protective layer.
Oh.
So he couldn't go to a barber because if somebody presses against the afro too hard,
It'll pop his brain.
yeah, he'll get a real wicked bad migraine. It's like the Michelangelo painting where David
Where he
touches-
has the giant afro brain.
Yes,
I
exactly.
always forget about that one. It's a good one.
In fact, folks, in the
He's a
DrawBomb,
master for a reason.
if you don't know what we're talking about,
I just don't know what you're talking about.
creation of Adam. Here we go. Loading it in.
All right, all right.
Might be a little big for the room, we'll find out. Heist. Oh, you gonna paste that drawing
Righto.
Alright. I do declare this painting is a good one.
You would have made a great Cockney.
Oh, you think so? All right. This is
We
all
went
that-
to a Renaissance fair this summer, and it was raining really bad, and I'm like,
Man, if I would have been able to plan ahead for this, I would have gone full peasant, and I would have been rolling around in the mud and being disgusting.
That would have been
That
worth
was
it.
great.
Next year,
Well, if the weather's right.
weather permitting, next year.
Whoa. So, this is one of those things that, kind of was when I saw it, I was like, whoa! But, it's probably common knowledge. God, he's inside a brain.
Yep, that's why I post. That's why I'm doing.
Oh, that's why I brought that.
Yeah. But yeah, God is inside of a brain, folks in the chat. If you didn't put that together, do you know why he's? I guess because I think Michelangelo's.
I don't know the original meaning of that. I could draw my own
conclusions.
conclusions, but I don't know what he was going for with that necessarily.
My conclusion is that he's saying that God is made up in that.
Maybe. I mean, most of his work was for the church, but although you weren't an artist unless you were commissioned back then.
Like I'm sure the whole time he was just like, these fucking rubes. Believing in God and shit.
You know, not to yuck someone's yum.
Yeah. Although to be fair, when you're the domineering like religion, and like you have like serfs and shit, because you know it extends beyond yuck in that case.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be like one of those like militant atheists who's just like fucking religion. Anytime someone's like, oh boy, I pray to God and he answers my prayers, and I'm gonna be like, oh, you fucking think. Well, but you know, I don't know where I was going with the sentence.
No, I get what you're saying. Like, you know, it's definitely a big chunk of the population, so it's worth like having an opinion. But I love the afro.
Thank you. Yeah.
The Adam Pro. But at the
Pro.
same time, like, no one likes a guy that's just like picking fights for no reason.
Yeah. That's the thing. I don't want to be the guy who's.
Yeah. You're not convincing anybody by doing that.
Yeah. Oh, you think your dad's in heaven?
Oh, that's important to you? Fuck you.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's just annoying. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that guy. You can be an atheist.
You can have an opinion, but, you know, as long as other people are keeping their opinions to themselves, you should possibly too.
Yeah.
You know, unless people are doing... Well, granted, if you're treating people wrong because of your opinions, you're not keeping it to yourself. So that is not my...
And I don't think you're gonna like
same situation.
If somebody's like oppressing the shit out of people because of their fucking
Religion or lack thereof goes both ways.
yeah, I don't think that person's gonna be too easily swayed by your like but logic bro sort of arguments. You're not gonna talk that person off that cliff.
Right. It's not really worth fighting with people. Most people are pretty set in their ways.
Yeah, exactly. People are very set in their ways. Yeah, here's Adam with a fro, keeping his brain in his head, while God points at him from inside of a brain. Your guy looks like he's in pain. Is that you?
It's supposed to be.
With a big head?
You're thinking about an apple.
That's you thinking about. We should draw an apple just over top. Like. Hold on, here we go.
Wait, let's do this.
Oh, I was gonna do like right on your head, like. There's also one other image related to the how do you picture an apple that I really appreciated. I'm gonna pull that one up next. I'm gonna post that in the Discord links as well. I love it. That's number 2.
Yeah, yeah. That's me using my full capacity.
Boom, bang.
Apple.
Apple. Copy link. Discord DrawBomb. Paste the link. I'm always posting the links in the Discord.
Good on you. Good on you there, buddy. Apple. Apple.
What's that from? The
South Park.
That's right. It is from South Park. He pooped him. He pooped him.
Alright, let me save this.
Alright.
And we'll move on.
Should we do
It's time.
rock, paper, pencil next?
We should.
First in-house rock, paper, pencil.
How are we gonna do this?
You're gonna have to not look at me, and I will not look at you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Don't you cheat.
I'm not much of a cheater now, Pilgrim.
Oh, you, the guy from Little Big Trouble in Little China?
Yeah, I'm John No Wayne.
Is that his name in that?
No, I forget what his name is. That's
he
Kurt
does
Russell's.
a full, like, John Wayne impression the whole
Kurt
movie.
Russell does?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I should.
I mean,
Maybe that's debatable, but I feel like it's pretty blatant.
I thought it was
Which
Kurt
is
Russell just doing like
fine.
Kurt Russell, but slightly more.
It's pretty full on John Wayne.
Interesting. I needed to watch that. It's been a while since I've seen that.
But you know, like a trucker played by Kurt Russell, with the personality of John Wayne fighting samurais,
And, like,
sounds dope as hell. Like,
It does,
It's great.
yeah.
I don't. No complaints.
No, it's a great
I'm
movie.
not saying that's a negative that he's
I love that movie too, yeah.
embodying John Wayne there, but yeah, it's pretty John Wayne. All right, let's do this thing.
Let's do the check. Here's that link, and I posted in the Discord link. It's still blowing my mind. Lol. Close your eyes and imagine the face of the man who you know is standing in the darkness of that doorway, but whose feature you can't discern in the shadows. What do you see? And then like these are the options.
Wow. That's scary.
What's your sleep paralysis demon?
Well, I mean,
Dan?
I feel like it's probably pretty specific to people, right?
Yeah, it's sleep paralysis. I think when you have sleep paralysis, you.
There's this one artist rendition of a sleep paralysis thing that I haven't been able to find. I probably could if I tried, but it's really scary, but it's cool.
Interesting. I like that shit.
Yeah, I'll have to find it after. I'm not gonna look for it right now because I might not find it quickly.
Yeah, it's.
And we got people watching.
We got person. Those peoples?
Those peoples.
One might be me actually. I think I still have that tab.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, I do. I think I'm the second. I'm those people.
Felt so popular for a second.
Sorry.
I was like not even sure what I was gonna do. Like once you leave this room, there's gonna be
It's gonna be like a fanfare
camera crew,
and like confetti.
lots of confetti. I had the broom ready to go.
Broom? Oh, for
Clean
confetti.
up that
Yeah.
confetti.
I was ready to do some Kevin Bacon. Let's dance.
That's too much confetti.
That is too much confetti.
The video looked like it was like getting
Breathed in.
pixelated because there was so much. Like the cameras couldn't physically pick up the amount of glitter and confetti that was.
We're talking about the climactic end scene of Footloose, by the way.
The amount of people dancing at the dance, like
Yeah.
their combined weight didn't equal the amount of weight of the glitter that
confetti.
was dumping from the ceiling.
Yeah.
They probably like half the people that were in Footloose probably have passed away from like
Confetti.
inhaling glitter.
Yeah.
It's like lined to the inside of their lungs.
I'm sorry.
My
but,
doctor's like, you have sparkle lung. we created this. We came up with the name for it solely from people who acted in.
You have a Footloose breath.
You have foot breath. Dust Kitty is taking off. Well,
All right.
thanks for coming to the show. We'll
Thanks
see you
for
later.
coming on the show. Do you have any draw rock paper pencil
Yeah, any suggestions for a theme?
themes before you go? Something we can draw
Take you up on that.
competitively. Yeah, let us know. But thank you so much for joining in. We really do appreciate that, and I'm glad you could be here for quite a monumental episode, to be honest.
I mean, I feel like there was a monument.
It was Monument Valley, iPhone Game of the Year 2018. I don't know. If
Are
that's
you the
true
host
or
of
not.
the cell phone video game awards?
How did you know?
There's like 3 people in attendance.
And now for the best freemium game,
Your mom, Angry Birds.
Angry Birds 7.
Been waiting 7 years straight.
Angry.
Angries.
Oh, onion, potato, or pineapple?
Well, that's
What?
just too specific.
Angry Birds 17. Oh, you're doing it. Nice. You're doing it. What he's doing, you can't see right now, but he's doing it. I can see it. It's funny. I can actually. Ooh, I had a whole pipe back on there. Ooh.
You want to work on setting up the
Yeah.
on that text layer, but like, oh my gosh.
No! This is
No, my new computer. No,
No!
it's everywhere.
I did spill a little beer.
That's alright.
Anyways,
If you need a towel or anything, indicate you.
I heard a drip drop, but I don't know where it went.
A drip drop.
Where did that drop? Marsupial way. Now you have a marsupial soup.
A soup.
A soup, soup that way. There was speaking of just referencing DrawBomb,
Yeah.
we were talking about like the best burger joint in America and how that one place we went to yesterday, apparently according to GQ, is the best burger.
A great resource for when you're looking for burgers
That's where I go
suggestions.
for my food opinions.
They always have great offerings.
But my favorite comedy Bang Bang sketch is this one where he's like, America's best burger, and also Who Killed My Wife? And like Scott Aukerman is doing like diners, drive-ins, and dives, but he like goes to this restaurant. And he's like, "Hey, what's your signature burger?" And the guy's like, "Oh man, we got this burger here. It's like It's got bacon on it. We've got ranch dressing, so on and so forth. Here you go. And then Scott like takes a big bite of it. And he's like, wow, that's a great burger. And he like slowly pulls this photo out of his shirt pocket. He's like, this is my wife. Someone murdered her last month. Do you know who did this?
Is it from the show?
Yeah, and the guy.
I should watch that again. I love that show.
It's so good. It's weird. It's like a show that has some of the funniest sketches in it that I've seen, but then like the rest of the show is like packaged in like such awkwardness that's like on purpose. Like they have some shit.
I do like the show though. I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I put a little rock paper pencil at the bottom. Should we still write the tap?
Oh, do we need? No, we don't need to. I don't think then, right? Or I guess we should for like when we post the picture on Twitter, right? Well, as I already wrote half the words anyway.
Okay, let's go for it. Let's see.
Maha marsupial way.
Onion, potato, pineapple with railguns.
With railguns.
What about condescending fruit?
Ooh. That's interesting. What would be like a tomato? No thanks.
Tomato, no thank you.
Yeah. It's a pineapple pass.
There you go. You just used your best thing.
I know, right? Shit. A strawberry. It's all right.
Well, it's a tough one.
They say have fun, Lamau.
Oh, like you said out loud.
Lol.
Lol.
I should just before you go, Duskin, if you're still here, I was in a restaurant with Brandon.
Yeah, you should shame yourself on the internet.
I should be shamed. I was reading a text I got from a friend while I was eating some food with Brandon at a restaurant today, and I read the text, and then without thinking about it, I read it and I went, ha, lol.
In real life.
I
Said lol out loud.
said it out loud. Like, I laughed and then I said lol. And never done that before. And I swear to God,
Oh, every day when you look yourself in the mirror, you're going to remember that you did that.
every day we fall further from God's grace.
Yep.
If he
you're
exists.
going to hell now
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
I'm going to hell for all the other shit we just talked about, like about religion.
Dust Kitty says it's so cringy, and they're right.
They are. It's so cringy. Lol.
I'm assuming you said that out loud too. Over there.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Dust
shame on
Kitty
you.
was like, that's so cringy, lol.
And then they punch themselves in the face.
Yeah. As you should.
Yeah.
As I should.
Alright. What are we drawing? I don't know.
Are we doing... We can't do... I mean, we can do condescending fruit, but I don't know how we would...
I have no idea what I would make. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not a good reason to not do it.
I'm just imagining an apple smoking a cigarette. Number 4 on the spectrum, but, you know.
You want to do condescending fruit?
Why not? Let's give it a shot.
Let's do it.
Fuck it.
Alright, you have to turn away.
Oh, that's true. I can't look at your thing.
I got all your stuff blocked. Alright. Condescending fruit, let's go. Well, let me
Condescending fruit.
draw or write the thing at the top. Oops.
Condescending fruit. Should we do condescending food?
Sure.
Because that just gives us a little bit more.
Sure.
How about religiously condescending fruit with the question?
We're just getting more specific.
Okay, now. Okay there, pilgrim. Fruit or food?
Food. Fooded. Okay.
Alright, I got.
Don't you look.
Not looking. I'm closing my eyes. I'm trying to conjure a mental image. I'm still a 5. Definitely a 5. Closing my eyes helps not at all when it comes to imagining an image. Does it help you at all?
Yeah, I think but in the sense of like you said before, like it kind of closes out some of that other stimulation.
Yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't say it necessarily helps, but it definitely maybe like helps me focus for a second.
That makes sense. Yeah, I agree with that. Gosh. Condescending food. Gouache. Oh, I need to. Oopsies, I just dragged some layers. Hold on.
Oh, you saw mine, huh?
I haven't seen it yet. I managed to cover it up before I saw it. Is she watching the Christmas episode?
Must be.
Alright, there you go. That's the nice thing about Kirby Enthusiasm is there's a lot of royalty-free music on there that if someone hears it on the, we're not gonna get copyright stricken. Ha 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 ha. Alright, let me see here. Condescending food. I'm having a hard time thinking of anything like particularly clever on this one.
Well, you know, we can't all be geniuses.
I guess not. I guess we can't all be ones on the spectrum.
Wait, isn't one somebody who can't picture an apple?
No, it's a 5.
Oh.
One is like the detailed super duper apple. What? I got it.
Wait. What are you drawing on? I have your little layers hidden, but I see you drawing.
Oopsies. Hold on one sec. I was on the wrong layer. There we go. Time to do a different idea, because you saw that one.
No, that wasn't enough to... I had no idea what that was.
You know what? I have an idea. I'm just gonna go for it.
Good.
So we played, I don't know if anyone who's not in the chat or is in the chat has played Death Road to Canada before. We got so close to beating it though.
We were on the border of Canada.
We were on the last fucking horde.
Man. We were honestly probably like 10 seconds away too.
Yeah, we really were. We were so close. That fucking horde. Honestly, I think if I had played as Rick Grimes, I could have used the shotgun to like help us blast through those crowds.
Yeah, I was excited to be Zelda, but he might not have been the best character for that either.
He was alright. I mean, when I ended up playing as him.
Link, my bad.
Yeah. At some point, I did end up playing as him, and his like stabbing was pretty solid.
Yeah, it was like almost an instant hit, and he has high stamina.
Yeah. He has really high stamina, actually, now that I think about it. Yeah, I didn't get tired at all. But we got so close. You know, we still got the rest of the week. We can beat that game, I think. I imagine it's a lot easier with 2 players helping out instead of, you know, just the robot. Although you also play with Morgan.
Yeah. I'll try again.
Alright, word. We're so close.
So close. I feel bad. It was all on me.
No, it really wasn't. Like,
I mean, it was all on both of us, but then you died.
I did die like a fucking
A
loser.
bad person.
You lasted longer than I did.
First time in my life someone said that about me.
Is that I died first?
What?
What? What did I say? I don't remember what I just said.
You said I lasted longer than you did.
Oh. Wait. Bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, that was what I was going for, but it's so in the dirt now that it's dead and buried.
Man.
Moving on.
Everyone always says to me, "Oh, you're done already? That's it?" It's like a
Wait, I was waiting for like a
gun.
punchline. Just like
No,
that's
that's
just a.
me making fun of myself here. It's like a squirt gun, just like, psst, psst, and that's it.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're like, I could get shot in the eye with that thing and it wouldn't even hurt. And I'm like, okay, that's rude.
I don't even know what that means.
Means,
I mean,
well,
I guess I know what it means, but
it's like if you have a bed and it's got a high thread count,
okay.
except
Following.
I have a low sperm count.
Oh.
As far as I know, my sperm count's normal. Let's talk about our sperm counts, everybody. All right, you first.
They say everybody's is going down.
Really?
They say like overall the average.
Well,
A real children of man thing going on
I
here.
guess so. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie either.
Really?
Nope.
Well, what are you even doing, man?
Watching the good Clive Owen movies like Shoot 'Em Up. You ever seen Shoot 'Em Up?
I have.
It's a good movie.
It's a great movie.
I
It's
mean,
been a long time since I saw it. I saw it when it was newer.
yeah, I got it on DVD when it came out because I was like, this movie's fucking dope. But I don't know if I would call it a good movie, I guess,
Okay.
but I would call
You
it.
did call it a good movie.
I did call it, but I always do that. Like I say a movie I like, and I'm like, that's a good movie,
Don't-
and then I'm like,
Don't say, hey, that's good, and then as soon as I agree with you, be like, nah, fuck that movie. Only
Nah.
idiots like it.
yeah, since you like it, I just realized it sucks. It's a fucking dumb piece of shit movie. Like your face.
Oh. Oh man.
Aw, gee.
Aw.
You had to go and bring up the death of my family like that.
It only happened last week. It's still a sore subject.
Why would you ever? Gosh. Mine's not much of a entry in this rock, paper, pencil, but it's the best I got.
That's not great either. But I'm having fun.
I'm having a good time.
And that is what matters.
That's right. Like family.
The Fast and Furious.
Family matters.
You got a gun, you're in the school. Your girlfriend's friend just drowned in your pool. What do you say? Oh God. Family matters. Too many cooks in the kitchen, yeah. You're gonna die, machete bad. Too many cooks in the fucking kitchen.
I gotta tell you, I'm still bothered by the fact that Quantum Leap doesn't end with Scott Bakula.
Wait, spoiler alert
Well,
to our viewers.
so sorry, folks, if you haven't caught up with 1970s hit dramedy show.
Is that when it aired? I don't think was it a comedy?
I don't know. I have to assume there was like they had a.
It looked pretty drama driven.
It looked pretty drama, but in the opening thing, they like kind of played off him dressed up as Gene Simmons,
Yeah.
which I assume is like,
It's like Star Trek. There's some lighthearted episodes.
yeah, there's got to be a couple of moments of levity to really carry you through all the hard hitting drama. Like the time that Scott Bakula committed a hate crime in the first episode.
He did. That was when you're like learning about the characters and you're supposed to like them.
Yeah, and he hits this woman and shakes her on the
And tries to pick her up.
Yeah, he does.
And then you never see her again.
Yeah, he clearly fucked. Like they didn't have the TV on in that bar that was playing the episode of the show. But if I had to piece together what the dialogue was, it was like the next scene. They're like, "I'm sorry, Scott. She's dead. Her spine was broken when somebody moved it inappropriately when she was
After she was hit by a car.
yeah. Somebody really was trying to do the Good Samaritan thing, but they fucked it up." And then Scott was like,
Yep.
"What a
moving
dick."
on.
Yeah. Not me. And
Time to
dude.
quantum leap away from this situation.
Yeah.
Doc, how's your?
That's
That's
actually
the reason.
he quantum leaps to like get away from like his just problems. Like
Like
Hey,
the
Dad.
time he committed manslaughter with the car.
Yeah. Hey, Dad, can you come to my soccer game? Oh, sorry, Billy. I'm
I
Gene
gotta
Simmons
go.
now.
I gotta
Woo!
go leap.
Yeah. Oh, gee. And that's why he
Yeah,
never...
and then he never came home.
Yeah, that's why he never made it back. He was like, you don't understand. My son's soccer team is dog shit, bro.
Like, you try watching it for an hour and a half every Sunday. It's terrible.
These kids suck. They fucking blow. Ew. They're terrible.
That would be a weird reason for the show to start, but then just never mention it again.
Right? Like, he just, like, did it to get away from his fatherly duties. And then, like,
Like
okay.
his gown.
And then he's, like, saving people, and we just kind of lose focus. That Scott Bakula's a bad man.
No good.
I'm just calling the character in the show Scott Bakula.
Yeah, that's his name
Yeah.
in the show, I think.
Scott Bakula. What is it? What a name.
He plays himself.
He does. There is that episode of It's Always Sunny where he does play himself.
Yeah.
Like,
Are they making fun of Quantum Leap in that? Yeah,
They're
it
making
was
fun of
the
the
one
Wiz.
where they all go into different people's bodies.
yeah. The Wiz and Quantum Leap.
Forgot about that one.
It's a good episode. That was like one of those episodes too where it's funny because Danny DeVito originally was in musical theater.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
I learned that when I was living on my friend's couch. One of them said that because I was going through the whole show.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, Danny DeVito, he was originally in musical theater," and I was like, "What?"
What do you know?
But that's an episode where you can tell one, Charlie is able to sing very well.
Yeah. I feel like if they all are pretty good. They show it off often.
Yeah. Have you seen the trailers for that new Rob McElhenney show?
No, but it's out now, I think.
Is it? It's on Apple
Pretty sure.
TV, I think, right?
I don't know what it's on, but yeah, he's like works in like a game studio or something.
Yeah. I heard someone say like the pacing's a little off, but overall they liked it.
Cool.
Yeah, I support him. I think I like him a lot as a
Yeah, I do too.
creative individual in the industry. Seems like a good guy.
Yeah, I like those guys, and you know that show's been going on so long time. That it's cool that they're doing other stuff.
Yeah, I'm happy that they're all getting success. I wish the Mick had. Have you ever seen any episodes?
I
of
have. It's great.
It's a really good show. I'm
Is
really
it
bummed out it got
canceled?
canceled.
I didn't
yeah.
know it got canceled.
It got canceled after the second season.
Really?
It's a shame. I was really enjoying that show.
Huh.
She Kate. What's her? Oh shit, I don't even remember her name. But the actress who plays Sweet Bee, my ex follows her on Instagram. So like when she was my butterfly. Who posted that?
One of somebody I used to work with.
That's funny as hell that they posted that after we fucking wrecked
Talked
that
about it
song
yesterday.
in the bar yesterday. It was a Butterfly by Crazy Town. We were discussing that song yesterday. And the actress from The Mick and Sweet D from It's Always Sunny, she like posted on her Instagram after the show got canceled, and she was like, "I'm just lying in my bed. It's my day off. I'm having a great day. I'm fucking kidding. I'm pissed off. My show got canceled."
It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Shouldn't have been canceled.
It should have been, but then a lot of great shows.
How's your drawing coming along?
It's just about done. I just gotta finish the title. I finished coloring. I just gotta finish the title and some word bubbles.
The bubbles.
Big bad beds.
Bubbly bubbles.
Just about finished. How did you find out about that David painting, by the way, him being in the brain? Was that like the Cracked article I read? Because
I read it somewhere online, but I don't think it was a correct article. I don't remember.
I think I got it from a Cracked I got a lot of like my weird, random, fucking goofy.
It's
like,
got to be like true though too, right? It's
It has to be.
It's because it's pretty like dead on.
You can see it with your own eyes. Like that looks like a
It's
fucking
a
brain.
full-on brain.
Yeah.
Like there's no like I never noticed it before, but there's really no other reason for that shape.
Yeah, exactly. It's not a clamp. It's like a ribbon. So like
Yeah.
it's definitely it's cool though.
And maybe that's something that like has been taught or has been common. I just hadn't heard it myself.
Yeah, I mean, I got it from like this cracked article where it was like hidden Easter eggs and famous paintings or whatever. And one was that. One was the musical notes that were written on like some dude's ass in like a painting about like a bunch of shit going crazy. One was about this painting of like everyone being accepted into like heaven, and it's like of like Peter's gates and everything like that. But the artist hid a self-portrait of themselves as like a flab of skin or something like
That's
that
funny.
in the thing.
It's one of those ones that like once you hear about it, you're like, oh well, I'm an idiot, but everybody else knew this, right? Because it looks so obvious.
Yeah, like how did I not notice this before?
But I still just have, from what I've heard, everybody seems kind of like surprised.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
No shit. But I do like the idea of thinking that Van Gogh put it because he's saying like
Yeah, that seems like the obvious, like
interpretation.
but it's hard to say.
Yeah. All right, I'm finished.
Ready? All right, let's reveal. In 3, 2, 1.
Oh, of course. How do you not know what an apple looks like? That's incredible. Oop, did I just draw that big circle on your thing?
You did.
Boom.
Just try to sabotage.
I already vote for yours.
Oh, I like yours too.
So it's a immaculate.
Immaculate. They're having an argument.
They are having an argument.
I like that. It looks like there's a mouth on the cookie.
Yep, yeah.
It's good.
I was trying to figure out how to make the chocolate chip look more like an eye. I guess I can do one thing to make it look like an eye.
Go for it. Draw white people. Or you could, yeah, there you go.
At first I thought you said you draw white people. I was like, well,
You're like, well, yeah, a lot, but
I
only
find
because.
myself amongst them.
Alright.
That was a solid episode, I would say. I mean, we're about 5 minutes earlier than we normally do. I wonder if the lack of latency between us.
Right, we're here, so we're more streamlined.
Yeah.
It's gotta be it.
That's like.
I mean, what else could it be?
Yeah.
That's a good episode.
That was a good episode.
Yeah,
High five in real life for doing that. Yeah, we always congratulate
Should do better.
Yeah.
There we go.
Ow.
That one exploded the
Did it peak?
yeah, the people watching the show, their ears are bleeding now.
That's how you
It's
know. It only took two tries to get the good high five.
Right.
I mean,
The first one was like,
the test run.
if it were like the brain visualizing the apple, the first one would have been like a 4.
4 or 5. I would say
The last one was a 1.
That was a solid 1. Yeah. Maybe
It was a fully visualized high five.
That's right. It was. It hit all of the receptors of the brain.
This is a weird story to bring up now, but when I was in high school, I went to I went to a small high school, and there was a tech center that we went to. I had like additional classes that you could take that our school didn't offer, and it was just like all the schools in the area could come there and take all these more like niche classes. You get college credits, get certifications, all this stuff early while you're still in high school. And so a lot of us took it, and I had some friends. You either went the first half of the day or the second half of the day.
Okay.
And I had a couple friends that took the second half while I took the first. And so every day when I was heading back to the high school and they were heading from it, our buses passed each other. And so we came up with this plan that we wanted to high five from the buses, and it would be the best high five ever. But a lot of times we get yelled at by the bus driver for hanging out the window, or we just miss. But we felt like we were close, and we tried many times. And then one day, I don't know what the realization was, but I was sitting there and all of a sudden I did some math, and I'm like, both buses are traveling 50 miles or more in opposite directions. That's a 100-mile-an-hour high five. That would break our hands.
Oh no.
And then we didn't try anymore after that. I came with my research. I come running down the halls with papers. Guys, we can't high five!
I can't do it.
Don't try! We never tried it. But I kind of wish we would have achieved it. It would be the best if you people...
Best way to break your arm.
Yeah, people, how'd you break your arm? Like sign your cast and like a high five.
best high
It
five.
would be a real high five. We actually tried. We got close, but we didn't do it.
I'm glad you did. No, that's it.
I for the story, I feel like I wish we did. Although,
I think since there's like your arms would go back, like it would just hurt a shitload.
it was my left hand. It's a throwaway hand.
Yeah, for me it's my important hand,
Oh.
my dominant, but
For me, it's a trash hand.
I'm a trash hand. Oh, it's okay.
Your career is based around a trash hand.
He can't say
Nice.
mean things about you when you're not here.
For the people at home, he's talking to his hand.
I'm talking my hand right now. It's okay.
They have a rapport.
We do. We're pretty solid with each other. My right hand and I. You're good at baseball.
Well, that's that.
That's that. Vote on your favorite. And that's
Oh, I
the.
saw that.
That's the.
Yeah. I can't really play us out with our new setup, but I will in the future.
Oh yeah. That's
But for this episode, thanks for watching.
Thank you so much,
You
everybody.
know,
Really
you witnessed
appreciate it.
history here. There'll probably be more of these down the road when I travel out there, or next time he's out here.
I hope to make more trips when we
Yeah, it's not too tough to do.
No, it's a 2-hour plane ride, and if I get the plane tickets ahead of time, it's honestly not that bad.
All right. Well, thanks for watching,
Thanks,
and
folks.